Right guys, welcome back to the channel and to this small narrative custom mission that we're doing today. It is a Death Company army sent to the depths to purge this ruined city. So what we've got here is a 10-man scout squad has been investigating this abandoned city to find out what went on. There's been an ambush of Tyranids, and the scout sergeant has radioed back to the local outpost of Blood Angels, and they have dispatched the Death Company. The scouts that have been captured or eaten by the Tyranids have been digested, and there is some new creatures that are being formed in these eggs. And the scout sergeant, he's worried there's going to be an infestation of new bugs. We don't know what they are. So the Death Company have been sent in to purge the city and destroy these eggs before they hatch. So what we've got is we're going to have a single scout sergeant and one marine that's left. We need to destroy these eggs. Now the eggs are toughness 5. They have 3 wounds, 4 armor save, and they have acid blood as well. So the Death Company, the only way they can win against the Tyranids today is to destroy all 6 of these eggs. So, as you can see, 6 of the 10 scouts, we've found what's left of them. 2 of them, they'll be infiltrating, and they're kind of going to be pinned down by the Tyranid force that's coming at them, and 2 of them are missing. We'll have to find out where they are. Right, so here we go. This is the Death Company force today. The points work out as 1700. So what we've got, the Warlord is going to be Lamartes. He has a master-crafted power maul thanks to the Warlord trait. He is rocking with an elite choice of Death Company. There is 3 power weapons in there. A Thunder Hammer. The guy at the back there has a plasma pistol. For troop choices, we're running Raffin's Death Company from the Shield of Baal campaign book, and Astaroth the Grim is going to be joining them. Second troop choice, we have Cassor the Damned, and he's going to be riding in a dedicated transport, you can't take it, a fast attack drop pod. The drop pod will have the, what's the missile launcher called, Phil? Yeah, it's got the missile launcher, not the storm bolter. Heavy support, we've got a kitted out Storm Raven with assault cannon, multi-melter, and the hurricane bolters. We then have another Death Company squad. There's 9 of them there, 8 even. 6 of them have bolters, 1 of them has a power sword, and the other one has it is a plasma pistol, but I'm saying it's a hand flamer. And then we've got Tycho the Lost. And then for narrative purposes, we've got 2 units of 2 scouts. This is the scout sergeant with a locator beacon, and they have sniper rifles and camo cloaks, and these 2 guys just have 2 combat weapons. Those Death Company will be riding in that drop pod, and that also has the missile launcher as well.
Okay, so this is my force for today. It's led by a Walking Hive Tyrant. He is equipped with the Reap of Obliterax. His Warlord trait was to -1 to a cover in the enemy's deployment zone. He got for his psychic powers, he got the Horror and Paroxysm.
Fearless!
And then for troops choices, we've got 3 warriors as standard, 30 Termagon spread across table there, and then a Turvagon, which is a standard as well. And the Turvagon got Onslaught for his second power. For elites, we have 2 Venom Throps. We have a Malanthrop. Really excited to play this model. Really want to get some for my own force. And then 3 Hive Guard with their Impaler cannons. For fast attack, we have a Hive Crone. For heavy support, we have a Trigon Prime, a Carnifex with 2 Twinning Devourers with Brain-Each Worms, and a Toxicrine, and that is my force.
Right, so welcome back after deployment. Phil won the roll-off, and he's elected to make me deploy and go first unless he sees us. So, first of all, the mat that we're playing on today is Urban District, supplied by urbanmats.com. Very, very nice board indeed, and gives you kind of a very ruined city kind of thing, especially when you put the ruins right on the corners as we have done. So, my deployment anyway. Lamartes and the 10-man squad of Death Company at that side, probably looking to take that one out first turn. And then we've got Astaroth and Raffin's Death Company here, probably looking to take this one out. So, just a quick note on the mission. I do have the Scout Sergeant to infiltrate, but the Blood Angels must destroy every single one of the eggs in order to win. If the game ends and there is even a single egg left, the Blood Angels do not win. So, Phil's counter deployment. Got the Toxicrene with a massive line of gaunts spreading all the way across the table.
My usual.
Yeah. We've got the Warriors and the Brood of Venom through up in Hive Guard here in the centre. Tervagon. And we've got the Hive Tyrant and the Malanthrop. Right, so infiltrating scouts. I've put them straight here, pretty much in the centre. Probably going to get smashed a bit in turn one, but he does have a locator beaten, and Phil has elected not to seize the initiative, so that might work in my favour. So let's go on to Blood Angels turn one. Alright, so Blood Angel movement. The drop pod with Castle the Damned has come in. Probably look to try and destroy this one. Over here, Astaroth, Raffin's Death Company are going to try and take this egg out. And at this side, the Martyrs is detached. I'm hoping he's AP4, Strength 6, or is it Power Maul? He's going to be able to take that egg. Yeah, Master Crafted as well. Ooh. Check that out. And these Death Company, there's two just on the other side there, looking to charge the egg at this side. I did pass the dangerous terrains. So yeah, let's see what happens in the shooting phase and the assault phase. Alright, so shooting phase, all the ball pistols from here and the Infernus pistol shot in, and yeah, Phil rolled a 1, so that egg is down to 2 wounds. Over here, Cassor got quite lucky with his melter gun, got a wound in, and the Scout Sergeant even got a rend through as well. I then like to shoot the Deathwind missile launcher and at this, just missing Cassor, and if it's scattered it wouldn't really hurt him anyway. Managed to get a wound, but Phil passed his save. The Death Company here also shot at the one round there. As you can see, no damage taken on that. And over here, Lamartes even shot at this one as well, and no damage taken. So, assault, I'm definitely going to be assaulting 3 of the eggs. Hopefully we'll destroy 3 in the first turn alone. So yeah, this is Lamartes' attacks. He actually hit with 3 out of his 4 attacks, and being strength 7, AP4, I thought, yep, no bother, don't roll a 1. Ah! So that 1 at the back is keeping Lamartes back on 1 wound. Bloody hell. Phil, victory. Right.
Now do your initiative test for acid blood.
Oh, balls, yeah.
You do 2, because you did 2 wounds. Oh.
Nah. Right, we've got this charge A at the mate, and the Death Company over there as well. Right, so after this guy was a total douche and whiffed one of his wounds, I realised he has rage, and I'm not going to go back and do it, but yeah, I thought it was funny that Lamartes is going to get left behind. Down here, as expected, the Death Company absolutely smashed that egg apart with the power swords. Unfortunately, the acid blood actually brought down one of the guys with a power sword, so they have consolidated back into the ruins as they're facing a rather large horde of Tyranids. And over this side, the power sword guy went first and managed to actually cut off the last 2 wounds of the egg there, and they've consolidated 2 inches. So let's move on to Tyranids turn 1. Right, so Phil's movement phase, he's just gone to get some gaunts as the Tervagon has spawned, and she hasn't doubled out, so that was a Nice roll by Phil. All the guys here pushed forward. The gaunt's actually got a 6-inch move, no sorry, 5-inch move through cover. As you can see, everything is just pushing forward, ready to meet the Death Company that is coming towards them. Something that we've just realised as well, what we've been doing is we've been treating these as weapon skill 1, kind of like vehicles that have moved, so you have to hit them on 3s. But one thing that we've just thought of and realised is in the Tyranid assault phase, do I get to attack back? And I would say no, because essentially the eggs aren't fighting back. So I would say treat them like a vehicle. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, Phil's just placing the gaunts. Now move on to psychic phase. Phil's just going to have to move the gaunts 1 inch for the run move.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Psychic phase, Phil cast Paroxysm on the Death Company there with all of his dice. What was it, 9 dice?
Yeah, 9 dice.
Didn't even peril, and then -3 weapon and ballistic skill. Fantastic. He's then actually killed 3 of them with the Carnifex's Twin Link Devourers and Brain Leech Worms. Unfortunately, I failed 3 saves and didn't pass a single feel no pain. So yeah, nasty stuff. You doing more shooting?
Yeah, Hive Guard against. You don't need to see. I think nose cover against your
The Dreadnought. Cool.
So 4s, and I failed 2.
Ooh, that's.
And then front armor is
12, so 4s again.
4s glance.
Oh!
Glance at a pen. What a pen do? That's
Stunned. However, I'm a Death Company Dreadnought. I ignore it.
Oh, why?
So yeah, the Dreadnought is down to 1 whole point. Nasty stuff. Right, so the Malanthrope also ran 2 inches. So that is the end of Phil's turn. He's not got any assaults to make or anything. So, Death Company Dreadnought is down 1 whole point. So, the important thing that we need to do now is my reserves. Does the other drop pod come on? Yes. Does the Storm Raven come on? Yes. Come on, Death Company.
No.
Right, so I'm a strong believer in no guts, no glory. So the Death Company are looking to probably take this one out. So, let's have a look.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a long way away from where I want to be. 9 inches back.
Oh, and then you just bounce off
Correct. There. Cool, so at least I'm still on the board, which means I'm going to rapid fire into these guys here. Right, so here we go. Tycho is leading the Death Company with the bolters this way to hopefully take out this egg here. And what's this? 2 lonely scouts have appeared. That's the 2 missing scouts. They're looking to probably take on this egg. Little did they realise there is a giant beast right next to them. The Storm Raven has come on, screeching in, looking to hopefully take that one out. And actually, I still need to move Astaroth, so we'll move him in a minute. Cassor has pulled forward. He's looking to hopefully tie a massive gaunt squad up. Yeah, the scouts have stayed where they are. Lamartes has pulled forward slightly, and the Death Company have pulled back to join him. Now, interesting question. The Death Company are paroxysmed, Lamartes wasn't. Lamartes has now joined the unit of Death Company. Is he now paroxysmed or not? We're going to D2 it though. 1, 2, 3 years.
No,
so he's not, but the rest of the Death Company still are. I think that definitely needs updating. I couldn't find anything in the rulebook about, so if you know, please post it in the comments. So yeah, let's move Astaroth and then we'll move on to the shooting phase. Alright, so I'm just in the middle of the shooting phase here. The Hand Flamers torched a couple of the gaunts. Did get a wound on the pod, but unfortunately Phil passed his save. Bolters have rapid fired into it as well as Tycho. We forgot to mention as well that these do have Shrouded, and Tycho's bolt was AP4, got 1 wound, and Phil managed to pass the save. So it's still down on 1 wound for the moment, so I was like, right, I'm going to shoot the Death Storm missile, hoping to get a direct hit on the egg. Yeah, straight back. So what's that, 9 inches?
No, that's 11.
Oh yeah, so it's 7.
4, so it's 7.
Boom, they get what? 3?
Oh my good lord.
3 Death Company. At least I'm getting my armor saves. So Phil, do you want to roll to wound them?
Yeah, sure.
3s. That's
Yep.
2 wounds. 3 up. Feel no pain.
Oh, what? Oh.
Oh, that could have been absolutely brutal. Right, 2 scouts, both pistols.
Into me. No.
1 hit. Fails to wound. And the reason the 3 doesn't hit is because Blood Angel scouts are shit.
All of them.
Well, yeah, they put a stick of weapon skill 3.
Oh, exactly.
Stupid Space Marines in the weapon skill 4 scouts. Yeah, let's move on to the rest of the shooting. Right, so the rest of the shooting hasn't gone well for the Blood Angels. The scouts shot the bow pistols there, and then the Storm Raven unloaded the assault cannon, the multi-melter, and 2 missiles. And as you can see, it's still got 2 wounds. Not good at all. Phil passed a lot of your shrouded saves. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to bring them down. These guys, Raffin's Death Company and Astaroth, fired at the warriors. The guy with the Infernus pistol managed to double tap the one of the warriors out. So yeah, Castle hasn't shot as of yet. He needs to shoot at the Gaunts. I did shoot the Death Strike missile launcher at the Gaunts to try and thin them out a bit as well from the drop pod at this side. I managed to kill a couple of them, and I even managed to get a lucky wound on one of the Hive Guard there as well. The Scout Snipers here, and all of the Death Company hitting on 6s to hit. Unfortunately, didn't manage to kill the egg over that side, so the Martyrs is going to have them charge that unit there, that egg over there. These guys can just about make it through into the Warriors, I reckon, so they'll probably charge at the Warriors. Right, so in the assault phase, these guys tried to charge the Warriors, and unfortunately I only rolled an 8. I needed a 9 to make it into them. The Dreadnought managed to kill a Gaunt, Hammer of Wrath, and then actually only managed to get 3 hits and 2 wounds. So 3 Gaunts killed, and they've all piled in there 6 inches. So the only other assault I'm going to make is the Death Company there. I'm going to charge in at that egg and hopefully take it out as well. Alright, so as expected, the Martyrs alone managed to actually cut down the egg on this side. So they have consolidated back slightly, looking probably to start making their way back up this field. So at the end of Blood Angel turn 2, we've got this egg left on 1 wound, this one on 2, and this one on 1, but it's going to be difficult because Phil's now going to be able to charge them and tie them up. So the only way I can get to that now probably is going to be to eat whatever I need to do in combat and then get to it in my turn. Same with that one, it's going to be very difficult. Thankfully the Storm Raven is on hand though. So Phil has 2 reserve rolls. Try on Prime. I've thrown. That's not it either. Oh no. Right, Tyranids, turn 2. Over here, the Tervagon has finally doubled out. She spawned another 10 Gaunts, and yeah, they'll be coming for these Death Company. The Carnifex, the Malanthrope, and the Hive Tyrant coming backwards, looking to deal with this threat in their deployment zone. The Death Company, however, have been paroxysmed, and they're at -3 weapon skill. That is going to be absolute pivotal in this combat phase, with Gaunt hitting on 3s and me hitting back on 5s.
I'm the best.
Yeah, that's going to be nasty, nasty stuff. So let's move on to the shooting phase. Right, so the Toxicrane shot his large blast poison, whatever it's called, at Astaroth and scattered wildly, killing 2 Gaunts. The Hive Guard took aim up the Storm Raven and got a pen and rolled an immobilized result, so it's going to be suffering from locked velocity. Down here, despite the Carnifex, the Tervagon, and all of them Gaunts pumping everything into the Death Company, I only lost a single one. So these guys are going to be charging in. I reckon it's going to take me a long time to chomp through all this.
Nope, right. This one.
Right, so combat's down here. As you can see, the Toxicrane is no more. He did kill 2 of the Death Company. Killed the Power Sword and the Chainsword guy with the Poison 2+. Right, down here, as you can see, this has been a bloody combat. The Toxicrene charged in and killed 2 of the Marines, and then the Death Company swung back, re-rolling hits and wounds. Raffen with his Thunderhammer, the Power Fist guy, and Astaroth got instant death with his axe as well. Took out the Toxicrene. Unfortunately, Raffen was cut down due to the, what was it, acid blood?
Yeah.
So yeah, he went down unfortunately. These guys do need to consolidate. Over here, Cassor managed to kill what, 2 Gaunts?
Yeah.
And then in combat over here, despite getting 2 hits on no, I didn't get any, 2 hits on Overwatch, I didn't get any wounds at all, and even the Hand Flamer failed to wound. I actually only killed 1 Gaunt. Phil made 2 out of 3 of the saves that he needed to. And over here, the Power Sword guy did manage to get a single wound on the Tervagon. The Gaunts actually brought down one of the Death Company due to hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s. I failed 3 saves altogether and failed 1 of the Feel No Pains. The Death Company there was a chainsword. Unfortunately, Tervagon cut him down as well. So this is tied as we both feel it. So yeah, let's move on to Blood Angel turn 3. Alright, so movement phase. The locked velocity Storm Raven is still going to be able to fire, thankfully. We'll have to check the angle, see if we can fire at this one, possibly just the one over there. Either way though, I think these guys might be able to take this one out in combat. The rest of the movement, just those guys pushing forward. So let's move on to shooting. Right, so in the shooting phase, the Scout Sergeant leveled his sniper rifle and managed to blast open the egg that was there. The Storm Raven's gunner took aim sideways and managed to blow this one out of the sky as well. And down here in combat, we have a drunken guy with a Power Fist. These guys have managed to take...
one.
Yep. These guys here, the Scouts actually managed to take out the egg as well. So the Blood Angels have destroyed all of the eggs. It's been a very different game. I think we maybe changed things up. It was a very experimental game.
Finish them off.
Yeah, maybe see what damage we can do between the rest of them. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this game, and if you have any ideas about how we could improve it or make things a little bit different, then please post it in the comments.